Hello everyone, welcome in everyone to my spiritual sanctuary Patreon channel. So this is the first video in this series this week. It is going to be on the Yang Water Monkey. Is it Yang Water Monkey Month coming up? Yang Water Monkey Month, August 7th to September 7th. So we have a little bit of time for you to get all of your cures in place. And this is coming at a time where, you'll have a layered information flow starting today of what to bring into your homes, your business, your landscapes, and therefore into your life for this new month ahead of the monkey. Just briefly before we get started on the flying stars, which is what this is all about, is how the energies of the flying stars in the cosmos, the heavenlock, is going to be moving around your space and your home, your business, your landscape, based on the flying stars are the way the planetary aspects are changing. And some of them are very auspicious and some are not so auspicious. So the theory behind it is that you want to be spending as much time in an area as possible that has the auspicious energies that are flowing in for you, okay? So when we look at the flying star energies, they're directional. So they're based on the directions of north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, and then the center. And so it just depends on what rooms you have and what areas that are more beneficial. So this will kind of give you a barometer of what's coming up for the month. And I have just kind of drawn the chart for you here. And if you're on my email newsletter, you're going to get it in detail, okay? And I go through each area, and I will too by the end of the week. The monthly stars that are changing are the one that I have circled in the black, okay? Those are the monthly stars that are changing, that are coming in next month. So the annual stars are those stars here. The annual stars, and then the one in parentheses are period 9 energies. And so with all of the combination of these together, it gives us, a certain flow pattern that happens in that particular space. And so what I'm going to do is this week I'll be talking about each of those and how they affect your space, your home, your business. Let me get back into my program here. And tomorrow's topic is period 9, and that would be these stars here that are in parentheses. So I'll be talking more in detail tomorrow about those energies, but basically what I'm going to talk about today is the monthly ones that are circled, and then the other ones are going to be the yearly 2024 year, the dragon, okay? And I'll be talking more about that as well this week when I talk about the forecast for the month. So to get started, if you don't know how to align the floor plan of the flying stars onto your space, what you're going to do is find the north, south, east, or west. And you can use a compass on your phone and then just align whatever areas that fall into that area. So you can stand in the middle of the home and look and see if it does the compass in the front of your front door face north or south or east or west. And wherever it falls, you're going to align that direction. So potentially the east could be your front door, and it would be, facing this way. Potentially your front door could be west, could be north or south. So it just depends. That's how the Bagua aligns onto the floor plan. Now, at times people do need help with this. So that is when it's more beneficial for you to get a consultation with me. And I will definitely, you know, take a picture and help you through the process and coach you through the process of, you know, determining what areas are where in your home. And if you are on tier 2 here on Patreon, you do get a 30-minute coaching session with me for the monthly fee. So we can use that time if you're on tier 2 to go through your floor plan and take a look, and we'll align everything for August, okay? So it is really beneficial to get the private time with me if you can, you know, if you definitely wanted to opt in for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the most beneficial areas this month are going to be the Northwest is the 9 and the 4 star, okay? So 9, of course, we're in period 9, so the 9 star is very beneficial. You know, it's a star of prosperity. So that is going to fall in the Northwest sector. So wherever you have that sector in your home, it could be a bedroom, it could be the front door, it could be your kitchen, wherever it is, we want to utilize that space as much as possible because the energy there is very auspicious. 4 is the star of academics, okay, the yearly star, and then the period 9 is a 1, which is the star of heavenly blessings. So we have very auspicious energy in this space, okay? And like I said, if you have my email newsletter, you're going to get the full breakdown of what to put in that area, what elements are good for that area, and what that area represents. Now, typically the Northwest is representing the benefactors, helpful people, travel area. So it may find that if you're utilizing this space, you know, and a lot, or utilizing it beneficially, you may have more people coming in to help you in your life. Or if you do need to have a certain person come into your life, like if you need a doctor or a dentist or a contractor or a babysitter or whatever it is that you need, then you can request in that area for, you know, put information, prayers and mantras in that area, affirmations in that area for that specific thing that you're looking for, and ask, and then put your cures in place to bring in the energy for that in the Northwest. So that's one of the beneficial areas. And the other really beneficial area is the center. We have the 9 and the 8 star, and the 3 is the star of arguments. Now the 3 is going to be the yearly influence, but we do have the 8, the star of wealth, moving into the center. And of course, period 9, anything that's period 9 star is going to be beneficial. So that the center of your home, if you have a great room, then it has great energy to spend a lot of time in that area, okay? And it's typically the Tai Chi of the space, the health, overall well-being of the space. So, you know, the ancient Chinese belief is that when all of the other areas are in balance, so is the health. And when the health is good, then generally we can balance out the other areas, okay? So it's very beneficial to, you know, utilize that space. You can put cures in that area. You don't have to, but it's a vitalizing area. So I always like to put vibrant suns in that area. I always like, it's the earth element for that particular area. So it always is good to put really vibrant things in that area. Earth element crystals is good for that area as well. And so, like I said, get my email newsletter and it will discuss it more about that particular area. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. I want to go into each particular area here real quick as we are moving into the different combinations. Let's see here. Yeah, so let's start with the center because that's where we are. It is really about, you know, being vibrant, being intelligent. It brings in good financial luck in this space. It's 9 is a star of prosperity. It is the wood element controlling the earth element in this space. Okay, so we have the 3 stars. The wood element controls the earth, and the 9 is fire. So pretty balanced combination there. And it does bring in fame, recognition. So if you are in sales, great place to spend time is in the middle of your home, or if you have a great room, or if you have a home office in that space. It'll bring in more auspicious recognition and fame, and great for marketing, PR, and that kind of thing. All right, so fire elements are good for this area this month. And you know, like I said, get the email newsletter because it's going to go into more detail about what to put in that space. Now, the West, we have the 5, 1, and 2 star. Okay, so in the West, we have the 1 star, but we have the 1 star for the month is auspicious. It's a really good star. But the problem is that we have the 2 star for period 9, and we have the 5 star for the yearly influence. The 5 is a star of misfortune. The 2 is a star of illness. So propensity in the West here to have misfortune, health problems. So you don't want to spend a lot of time in this area. It isn't one of the best areas. And I'm going to recommend a metal cure for that space, or a saltwater cure in that space. So, you know, there's all types of metal cures you can use, like a metal clock that moves, or metal element itself. A 6-rod wind chime is also good for this area. And, you know, if you're sleeping in this area, I would say if you can move to a different area, better. But if you can't, then make sure you're putting your cures in place for that area to offset the negative chi from the 5 and the 2 star. But the 1 star that's coming in is a healthy star. So, you know, it does have its benefit. It is the water element, and the 5 star of the earth element, 5 and 2 are earth stars. The earth controls water. So I would add water in the space to make it more beneficial, to bring out the energy for the 1 star. Okay. All right, moving right along. We're going to move into, let's see. The Northwest I already talked about. It's the most auspicious energy. Now the West is children creativity area, okay, and then the Northwest is the benefactors travel area. Now in the benefactors travel area, the most auspicious area in the Northwest, you can put any elements in there that can balance out the energy here. So, you know, feel free to utilize any element: fire, water, earth, metal, and wood, okay, all of them. Okay. So then we're moving to the north. The 8 and the 4 star are really beneficial. And period 9, we have the 5 star, which is not so beneficial. It could bring, you know, some misfortune there, but with the 4 star coming, the star of academics with the star of wealth, I think it's good for an office. I think that if we use the metal cures to offset the 5 star, and, you know, utilize it for study area, or, you know, really accentuating the 4 wood, controls the 8 earth. So it does have a, you know, a little bit of a bringing in more wood element in that area, I think will be beneficial, as well as metal. And then, of course, adding your health enhancers for misfortune. But not so bad area. It is the life path career area. And it is for manifestation of, you know, your life path. So whatever that is for you. And to have the 4 star of academics in that area is pretty good for studying, or an office or something like that. Okay? All right. Like I said, if you get the email newsletter, it'll go into detail. Now, the Northeast has the 6 and the 2 star coming in, right? And I already explained the 2 star is a star of illness. That's what's coming in there this month. So not such great area. Metal is the cure for that area. And, you know, we've got the 6 star, which is a good energy flow. It is of heavenly mentor blessings, and the 3 star of arguments and conflict. So you may find that if you're spending a lot of sleep time in this area or a bedroom or something, you know, a condition that maybe you've already had might be aggravated a bit. Make sure you're putting metal cure in that area to offset the 2 star. That 6-2 combination is called and known as the bullfight. So, you know, watch out for conflicts, arguments, and that kind of thing when you're spending a lot of time in this area. Water is a cure for that area, so add water fountains, water element, pictures of water, the color blue. All water influences are good for that space. The saltwater cure is also good for that space as well. All right, let's see. We're looking at the east next. Let me just say that the northeast sector is the wisdom, education, and self-knowledge area. So it does bring in the energy for self-cultivation, you know, bettering yourself and having growth in your life. All right, so let's go to the east now. That's family and ancestors area. And that's got the 1 star, 6 star, and the 7 star. Now the 7 star is not beneficial, and that's in period 9. It's going to be there for 20 years. Not much we can do about it. It is the star of robbery, litigation, you know, deception, that kind of thing. But with the 1 and the 6 star, you know, the metal star 6, it does generate more water in the space. So it does indicate wealth. Water is wealth. So it does indicate fame, happy times with family. And it does indicate that it is, you know, not so bad area to spend time in. But again, for the 7 star, we want to offset that with the water element to reduce the metal down even more, okay? Water on metal will corrode it and decay it and make it, you know, disintegrate. So the more water that you add, like a water fountain or water, will be beneficial in that area. All right, and family and ancestors. Okay, southeast, we're looking at the 2 and 7 star. And the 8 star is the period 9 star. So we've got the 2 and 7, not so great, okay? Could have some illness in situations like that, but it does indicate with the 8 star of wealth. It does indicate earth. The earth 2 generates the metal 7. So we want to add water element in this area for offsetting that, and also a metal cure in that area to offset that. This is an important area, the southeast. The southeast is all about prosperity, wealth, and abundance. So you definitely want to make sure that we are, you know, putting our fixes in place. And, you know, if you're sleeping in this area or working in this area, then, you know, make sure your locks are secure. Make sure that you're crossing all of your, you know, T's and dotting all your I's. And I think, you know, for the most part, you will be okay. It's just a month, and then it will move to the next sector. Okay. Now the south is the 7, 3, and 4 star. And we do have the metal 7 controls the wood 3. So that 7 is a problem. So really, to be honest, this whole back space is not so beneficial of the house. This particular month, you're more beneficial in the front areas, is where your lucky areas are going to be, in the center, okay? So, you know, make sure you're just, you know, putting all your cures in place in the area, because we have the problems in the south and the southwest as well. So, you know, fire element is good for offsetting this energy. And go ahead and put your fire cures in place. The color is red, orange, and, you know, candles, bright lights and lamps, and any health enhancements at that time, okay? And the south is the fame, reputation, enlightenment area. So, you know, that's typically where we want to have all of our, you know, certifications on the wall, degrees and that kind of thing. But it's also a great place for an altar. It's also a great place to meditate and pray and just keep the area space quiet. Okay. All right. So last but not least, we have the southwest. And we have the 5 and the 9 star and the 6 star. So we have that 5 star of misfortune coming in the southwest, and that happens to be relationships. So watch out for your relationships if you're spending a lot of time in that area, okay? And the 9 star is good because that's the right placement for it. And then, you know, we have the 6 star, which is the star of heavenly blessings. Metal cures in this area is what you're going to want to put in place to offset this energy. And with metal cures, then, or a salt water cure, we can take away that earth element. And the fire star 9, it does generate earth. So it could increase the potential for, you know, illness if you're sleeping in that area, or stomach ailments or that kind of thing. So watch it if you are spending a lot of time in this area sleeping, okay? Or eating, okay, if this is a kitchen. Oh, just pay attention to that. And we can get more detailed with the information if you wanted a private consultation with me, okay? But generally, you know, this is your rundown of the energies coming in from August 7th to September 7th, the month of the Yang water monkey. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention before we're done here is in the monkey month, if you have tiger anywhere in your chart, which is, you know, your month, day, time, or hour, or in your 10-year luck cycles, that is a clash. So, you know, that could mean that you might have some challenges in that particular life area, or some change. You know, when we have a clash, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad. It just means that it is change in that particular area. So I would recommend that we do the 30-minute consultation so that I can pull your chart and we can kind of take a look and see what your placements are. And if you do have tiger anywhere in your chart, then we need to, you know, kind of look and see where they are and fix those for you. So, you know, your August goes smoother than not, okay? So that's all I have on this particular video. It's about 23 minutes. I hope that was helpful for everyone, getting your feng shui and your house and your business all set up. And then join me tomorrow. I'll be talking about period 9. And period 9 will be talking about this particular star and how that's affecting you for the next 20 years. It's a 20-year cycle, 2024 till 2044, okay? So I'll be talking more in depth about period 9 and what to look for as you're moving forward with feng shui and astrology and all of those things that are going to affect everyone in the world in the coming 20-year cycle, okay? All right, so I hope you enjoyed our first video, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And for the foreseeable future, if you are a member on my Patreon channel, and I look forward to seeing you again. If you have any questions, please write them below, and I will get back with you, okay? And as always, stay in the light, stay in the love. Namaste.